My next guest is Save with Crypto from the YouTube channel Save with Crypto. So many of you have heard me say that the key to happiness doesn't weigh in numbers in a bank account, but in the way we make others feel and the way they make us feel. This doesn't apply to Save because he thinks bank accounts are for idiots. Even worse, he's the captain of a trading team on a crypto exchange called Blofin. They are aiming to win $1 million. He is not a financial advisor, and the only advice he gives is to ignore everything that he says. Save with Crypto, explain yourself.
Yeah, okay, well, that's what we're doing. We're doing this competition called War of Whales, W-O-W, wow, I suppose, on Blofin. If you haven't got a Blofin account, go to savewithcrypto.org/Blofin. Now, I've actually been mentioning this for the last few days, and there was like a really good incentive, like on the weekend, you could have deposited money and got 10% back. Unfortunately, that has ended now. And there weren't actually any new sign-ups over the weekend at all, so I was a bit annoyed about that. Nevertheless, what I am very pleased about is the fact that we do have a viable team. What you need to do is two things mainly, well, more than two, but two initially. You need to go to savewithcrypto.org/Blofin and join up to this exchange. Blofin doesn't use KYC, know your customer, so you can sign up from any country in the world. You don't need a VPN. It's all great. They have no plans at all to introduce KYC for UK or US or whatever in the foreseeable future. It might change in the future, but for now you don't need it, and you can withdraw, I think it's up to $20,000 a day without KYC. If you want to withdraw up to $1 million, you will need to do KYC, but I suspect most people watching this probably won't have $1 million in their Blofin account. I certainly haven't. In fact, I've got very little actually. I'll show you in a moment. But the other thing you need to do is to join the Telegram group. So you do that by going to savewithcrypto.org/TG, and that will take you to this Telegram group here. It's called Save with Crypto, Announcements, Trading Opportunities and More. Right, now that you can't post in and you can't discuss stuff. That's just for me to announce stuff. And what you need to do is go to the pinned message here and then read that, and that will tell you how to get into the Save with Crypto Club, which is the one where we chat about stuff and we discuss trading strategies, and we'll use that for the WoW contest. So that's going to be great. There's that extra step there because it keeps people out who can't follow instructions, and most of all, it keeps bots out. So far it's looking pretty clean. We do get the odd bot up here or the odd scammer, but we do get rid of them pretty quickly. There's 100 or so people in there at the moment, and I think you'll find it a very friendly and fun place to be. And it's going to be essential for communicating about what we're doing with this. Okay, so when you come to your Blofin account, you'll need to make a deposit. Okay, so if you go to assets and then go to funding, you'll be able to see here my enormous account of 98 cents. So you need to deposit USDT because unfortunately the only thing you can trade with the futures is USDT, and that's what the competition is all about. It's all about futures trading, which is like derivative trading, where you're essentially using leverage to trade the volatility of an asset to, increase the amount of USDT you've got. Okay, so you can deposit straight into there, and when you've done that, you need to transfer it to the futures account. And generally I find, depending on where you're coming from, I think normally the Arbitrum 1 network is usually the cheapest. The other one might be Polygon. Solana is usually quite cheap as well, and also Tron. The most expensive will be Ethereum, ERC20, but some places where you might have your crypto, they only allow ERC20. Unfortunately, that is things like SwissBorg, which is one of my favourite places to buy crypto, but unfortunately that's the way it is. Okay, so the other thing you can do, you can buy crypto. Now, I've never done this on this exchange. but it uses these two third-party services. And I think if you do that, you probably will have to do some KYC with those and tell them who you are. So it's better just to put crypto in there, and then you can be totally anonymous. So then what we're going to be trading is futures. And I think myself, I'm going to be mostly trading Bitcoin USDT. And you can see here that I've only got $56 in this account at the moment. I will be adding to that at some stage today. I'm just waiting for the price of Bitcoin to go up so I can sell a little bit and use that USDT to trade it in here. So let's have a quick look at the price of Bitcoin. Now, you don't have to trade Bitcoin if you don't want to. I think you can trade any of these ones here in the futures. So there's all these sort of things you might like. I don't know, goat, various cat coins and stuff like that. I trade very little on leverage, maybe a little bit of Solana, a little bit of Ethereum. But really, every time I've tried to trade altcoins, like weird little ones, even things like DOT, I've done terribly. The price moves way quicker than you expect, even when you're using fairly modest leverage. And I just wouldn't recommend it unless you know what you're doing. Some people who do know what they're doing do really well like that. But I'm just going to be trading Bitcoin USDT. So what I'm going to be doing is looking at the trading view chart. And I mostly use these moving averages. This is like a red EMA, which is a 5 EMA. The cyan one is a 9 EMA. The yellow is a 21 EMA. And the green is a 55 EMA. If you want to know how to set them up, if you look at any of my recent videos, you will see a video linked at the end that tells you how to set that up. It's a totally free indicator by the caretaker. And there are some settings that I change here that you will need to copy, okay, if you want it to look like mine. The other thing I use is Stonksy. Stonksy is this indicator that gives these like green and red backgrounds here that you must have seen me talking about recently. It's a paid indicator by that Martini guy. It's 150 quid a month, or it's much cheaper if you buy it annually. It's like 700, I think it is. But if you use my code SWC10, you will get 10% off, which makes it a little bit cheaper. And per month, it really pays for itself, especially if you're a little bit new to trading, because generally what you need to do is just when it goes green, you go long, and when it goes red, you go short. That's it. It's obviously different on different time frames. So, for example, this is the 1 minute time frame here. So this is telling me to go short with Bitcoin. But if you look at it on something like the 3 minute, but 3 minute actually went long from here up to here. And then the really big time frames like this 1 hour time frame has actually been sort of saying to go long since last Tuesday, which was obviously election day, which has been fantastic for the price of Bitcoin, hasn't it? It's really hard to believe that, this time last week we were at 68,000 and we've actually been $20,000 higher in 1 week. It's just an incredible asset. Okay, so that part of the video was obviously this morning, and I had to go out at lunchtime, and I'm back now, obviously. And it's now 14:49 UTC, so New York exchanges are open, and there's been some reasonable volatility of Bitcoin over the past hour or so. In the Save With Crypto Club, some of my guys are talking about possible going down to the CME gap, which is actually what I mentioned there at 77.1. Seems like quite a long way down from here, but there again, we were at 90k a few hours ago, and now we're at much less, like 85 or something. So, we've had a $5,000 drop already. So the question is, will it go lower, and is it worth taking a short? Anyway, before we look at that, let's have a quick look at this. Okay, so our team trading volume is $10,954. That's cool. Okay, so we got Brillex, Blofin, there, number 1, 2, and 3. CryptoSynth, that's cool. Nice name. 3. And the rest of us are doing nothing. Okay, so maybe we should do something. Well, the price has been coming down quite rapidly this morning, and it is starting to show some signs of life. Stonksy on the 1 minute is nice and green. On the 5 minute, it says no trade. 3 minute, no trade. To me, what I like to see is that yellow cross the green there. So if that's going to happen on the 3-minute time frame, I would say that is bullish. But the thing is, I mean, we are very, very overextended. I mean, the price of Bitcoin did pump like $20,000 in a week, which was ridiculous. So I think I want to be able to do both. I want to be able to do short and long at the same time. Now, I know in Blofin you need to set that. So if you go over here to the settings, you can do that. There you go. Position mode. You've got one way and you've got hedge mode. So hedge mode, you can hold long and short positions of the same symbol at the same time. So I'm going to do that. So that's good. Now, when you do that, it seems to set the leverage to strange values. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to go 10x, I think, with these, both short and long, for the time being. That might be a little high for some people. I find 10x fairly comfortable, but work with whatever you need to. If you're new to trading, just leave those on 3x, it'll be fine. Okay, so over on the Telegram group, I just uploaded a little video update there, which I will do, like really quickly if I see something. So you'll see that straight away. It's better than waiting for a YouTube video. So do join the Telegram group. So go to savewithcrypto.org/TG. Okay, so yeah. So what we were looking for was these EMAs crossing. This is on the 3-minute time frame. And so far that's crossing reasonably bullish. I'd like to see that red 5 going a bit more up, to be honest. But at least it's crossed over a little bit. The 5-minute hasn't crossed yet, but it could do soon. It's good when the red goes first. And that generally drags the cyan with it. Then the yellow will follow. And ideally, in an uptrend, what you need is the 55, 21, 9 and 5. So that's the green, yellow, cyan, red as you go up. Or the other way around if you're in a downtrend. So at the moment, that trend's not been quite established, but it's sort of getting there. On the 3-minute, 3 minutes good, actually. That's the right order. Green, yellow, cyan, red. Okay, so might be able to go long fairly soon. So this is the kind of thing that we're going to do, and I need to put some more money in my Blofin account, so I've got reasonable sized trades to keep me interested, and let's see how we do. So here we are, we're currently at position 90, which is okay, and yeah, trading volume of 21,000, that's quite good, isn't it? There's me. So do join the team, savewithcrypto.org/Blofin, and you can do that up to the November the 21st. But obviously, the more time you're in the competition, the more chance you've got to make your gains and then hopefully win the million. I'm happy. If you're happy, please do give the video a like and listen to these gentlemen.
Save with Crypto has to be one of the best YouTube channels that the United States has ever seen. Kamala Harris is not a subscriber, but I am. I have notifications set to all as well. I'd strongly suggest you subscribe to Save with Crypto today. Above all, you should tell your friends.
Save with Crypto is not a financial advisor. He just makes ice cream on the internet. If you can't find anyone to do your own research, you should do it yourself, like I did.